Happy sewing. Yeah, beautiful times, new beginnings. We're here in the new year in the 1111 portal. And that will make a huge thing. Tomorrow it's the 1111 portal. And today it's the first 111 portal. So we have two portals coming ahead. The 11th, we have the Twinflame portal. Huge transformation is coming up here for the twin flames. It's also a portal of twin flame union. So if you are on a twin flame journey and a twin flame union, you know, make sure you can be with your twin flame to activate your healing and to activate this unity that you have together. So that's what I heard in meditation. So what is coming now is that you both the divine masculine and the divine feminine went through a huge transformation, worked on themselves and still working on themselves, because in that transformation, what is happening at the moment, you know, divine feminine activates the divine masculine activates the divine feminine, and in this transformational time, they show each other who they are and what points they can change themselves and what can be changed within themselves. So that's a really big task, because they are mirroring each other. You know, what they can do, you know, within themselves to shift and change. I know that the divine masculines did a tremendous good job, you know, to shift and change already. Um, Working on themselves, working on their abundance, working on their self-confidence, working on the how do I say it, not self-worth, but how they see themselves, that can shift and change. Because sometimes they see themselves at, you know, not really as the divine feminine sees them. And that's the big thing for the divine masculine sometimes, because they think less of themselves, while the divine feminine sees them as, wow, you're amazing, you're great, you know, you tick all my boxes. And the divine masculine still has that idea of, you know, I'm not there where I want to be, so I need more time to transform and to be the best version of myself for humanity and for my twin flame. So that's what they're still working on. So that's really yeah, interesting to see how that works with the divine feminine. um, Divine feminine has more the thing like, okay, I am who I am and I am good enough to be who I am. Take it or leave it. So divine feminine is more in the self-love, is more in that little piece of, okay, you know, I'm worked already through so many things, and I know who I am. And if that's not good enough for you, too bad. I move on. And that's what the divine feminine needs to learn a little bit, being learning to be a more softer side of herself. and be more open for the things that are coming in. Um, because take it or leaving, leave it, you know. It's also an ultimatum that you give to your divine masculine, but it also withholds yourself from the love that you can receive from the divine masculine. So it's there's a little thin line that needs to be overcome for the divine feminine, instead of saying, okay, I leave it open and I see where it's heading. The real divine masculine is wants to do in his power everything, you know, to make this union work. And the divine feminine, with that behavior, you know, you're already set a boundary, while that is hard to overcome for the divine masculine to come in, you know, because they feel that resistance, you know. They get mirrored that feeling of, maybe I'm not good enough, you know, I can't do this, or I need to retreat myself, you know, because she can do it on her own. Well, actually, she can do it on her own, but need that support of the divine masculine. And with the behavior of take it or leave it, you push away the masculine energy. So that needs to come back in balance. And that's what the beauty of it, of the divine masculine and divine feminine, showing each other these sides that they can work on, you know. Then everything will be more in flow and more accepting to let the divine masculine come in for the divine feminine. Okay, well, let's see um how the beautiful mind of the divine masculine is thinking of this week, where his energy is at. Wow, he had to think about it. Yeah, beautiful. You know, his mind is on purity, you know, uh, purity. I want to be as pure as possible from my heart space, towards the divine feminine and towards everybody else in my surroundings, to give what I can give, pure from my heart space. He is this beautiful, pure creature, and he wants to come from that heart, and he wants to come out of um, the light. I hear he wants to come from that light space, and beautiful, that healing that he sends, you know, towards himself, but also towards the divine feminine, is opening more paths that are able to be walked. It's not just one path, it needs to be like this, you know, but he creates more ways for the divine feminine to walk those paths, to come in, whenever she needs to come in. And that's and keep it open and keep it pure, not going to his mind space, oh, you know, this is happening and this is happening and this is happening. No, he's going more to the heart space and have more the trust, you know, that everything is pure, that everything is okay, that everything flows in the way it flows, and that is coming from pure light and pure love. And that's what is on his mind. I have to stop my mind of creating all these sabotages energy. I just want that energy that is pure, that comes from my heart space, what I feel. I want to feel that connection with my divine feminine in the purest form. So a lot of what I hear, a lot of masculines who are working with the mind, and the mind sometimes works very strategic, almost like want to um, create an outcome in a certain direction. If I do this, this will happen, and then uh, I will get this result. That is thrown overboard. That's the transformation for the divine masculine. And I see 11:11 on the clock. Um, Beautiful. So it really resonates with the divine masculine. That's the transformation he went through, because he knows in this new energy, in this new year, I need to do more things from my heart space, instead of trying to get a result out of it. And that is what the divine feminine opened up for him. Stop with, you know trying to manipulate a certain outcome, but go with that purity, go with that heart space, and feel what you feel and react on that feeling. If you miss your divine feminine, or you have that feeling, okay, I want to connect with her, he connects with her. And divine feminine, same, that it's creating an opening for both to transform and to come in as new. And that's the purity that will help both of them. And it makes an opening for the divine feminine not to be that stern, to say, take it or leave it. So it gets more a flow of energy. And of course, that's the self-love of the divine feminine, but it's also a way to sabotage the connection, you know. It's not the 3D thinking from the feminine side. Um, because she said she wants, and that's the old paradigm, that's the old way of thinking. If I retreat myself, I'm opening up for other things around me, then the old energy will come back in. But that's not the case. That's not how we work in the new earth. We stop with the manipulation. We stop with that energy. We want to come from purity, from heart. And that's what the divine masculine and the feminine, show each other how to work and how to be with each other. That's really beautiful. So, what's in the heart space for the divine masculine? The indigo child. The indigo child. The indigo child is saying, I'm seeing through the veils, and they're both. That's what I see for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Most of the divine masculines that are connected with their divine feminine side, and there are still a lot of masculines that want to push away the feminine energy, within them. They as huh, okay. the more they reject their divine feminine within themselves, the more they reject the feminine from the outside. Um, if they are allowing their feminine within themselves, oh, I'm going to stop that ping because this is really annoying. Um, so they are stopping this energy of coming into this space for their inner feminine. And when they are in that inner feminine energy, um, it's easier for them to accept the feminine energy outside of them because they're in that balance. And when you're not in really in connection with your divine feminine, you need feminine energy outside of yourself. So then you get a disbalance within yourself, and you're getting in this, how do they call it? The alpha male, you get in that alpha male state. And that's what the divine masculine knows. He said, I need to integrate my inner feminine within myself. I'm going to remove some stuff. I need to integrate the divine feminine within myself, um, so I can understand the divine feminine, feel where I need to keep that balance. And he's an indigo child. Divine masculine is an indigo. He sees through the veils. He probably is a seer. He is connected with all the energies. He taught himself on everything what's going on in the spiritual world. It could also be that he's seeing his divine feminine, who's in his heart space, as the indigo, that sees through the veils, that is connecting with the stars, that is connecting with the universe. And that's in his heart space. He integrates that, that feminine energy, so he can uh, become more whole in he is already whole, but being more in balance. Okay, so how does he see the divine feminine? How does he see the divine feminine? As a divine blueprint. He sees that she is connected with her divine blueprint, and that she is created from the stars, that she gets the information from the stars, and that she walks her blueprint. She's not going against the flow. She follows that flow, and the more she follows that flow, um, she integrates also the divine masculine and the feminine. As you see, there are two circles here, the circle of the masculine, circle of the feminine, and they are, both coming together and make that whole template. And that is created here on on this earth, and she follows the template of the new earth. She doesn't follow the blueprint of the third dimensional realm. We all get a blueprint when we come into this earth. But as we develop, as we shift, as we change, you can follow the template that you create, what you want to create in another realm. And she follows that higher view. She follows that energy that says, okay, I'm more aligned with that streaming. So I'm it could be that she is going against the current, but still follow that blueprint that she has in mind, that she is connected with and activated with. So that's very important, and Divine Masculine sees this, that she is following that blueprint and following that mission that she is here to do on this earth, that she is this healing being, you know, and create healing on this earthly plane for everyone. And that is just activating her light and keep her light activated. I can tell you it's not always that easy to keep your light activated when you're in a very, very dense environment. But we do all our best that we can, and we know we have the support from the higher realms in that. So, and that's what he sees. He also knows that she is seeing through time and space, divine feminine in her mind space, the way of the pearls. She also knows when she dives deep in her emotions. And it could be that she is diving deep in her emotions because of what's happening with her. There's a lot of transformation happening in the divine feminine on the journey where she is now. She has a journey to go, and the journey, it isn't an easy journey, but she knows how to cope with it because she dives in deep. She does her work, she does her rituals, her transformation, and that's where she says, you know, these are the pearls. I'm diving deep, and because of the energies that are transmuting within my system, I'm picking up the pearls from that. I'm not if avoiding I'm not avoiding the waves that are coming my way. I say, okay, I let myself go on those waves, you know, and see where those waves are bringing me. Maybe I go deep under the water and I will transform the things that needs to transform. But everything that comes my way, I'm not going to fight it. I'm taking it on, and I drive with that wave and see what happens. What will alchemize me? What will clean me in those waves? And she is one with the goddess of the ocean, and she knows exactly what will come her way by communicating with the goddess of the ocean, doing her things that are and situations that that is being hiding from her are coming to the surface. So that's really beautiful when you're diving deep and you transform the energies within yourself. You will discover new things, and those new things are bringing hidden things to light. So all what is being hidden from her is being brought to light, and she can shift and transform and change with it. So it's a lot of things is being shown by the goddess of the waters, and that creates pearls. You know, it creates the jewels she can get from that, and she can anticipate on everything what happened. So that's what she does. She is also She listens to the divine masculine. If the divine masculine wants to do the things on his own, she gives him the space, you know, because that's the way you need to do it for yourself. I'm not interfering anymore. I'm not going against you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to create with you. But if you don't need my help and you don't need the support, I will leave it to you. You know, I honor your wishes. I'm not going against your wishes. So what's in the heart space of the divine feminine? The well of dreams. In her heart space, oh, and I will show you the cards. I forgot to show you the cards. The wells of dreams is connecting with the light, but also with things that are hidden, what you don't know yet. So, and you know, this turtle is carrying the pearls on his back. So when in your heart space you have your dreams, you have the things and the emotions that you want to come into reality, but you're not forcing it anymore. You just keep those pearls and those beautiful, you can also see it as beautiful dreams, as they say, you know, they are the well of dreams. To have your dreams and hold on to that dream, because that's precious for you. You know, some things are too precious, and seeing the light in somebody else and following that light is too precious to cover it up with darkness. And that's the thing, you know, because she can dive deep in the deepest, darkest water and be perfectly fine there, because she knows that she carries the pearls and she carries the jewels on her back, you know, having it with her in her heart space. And she doesn't need confirmation from the divine masculine um, to give her that confirmation. Because she says, you know, I'm already carrying those jewels and those dreams with me wherever I go. I can go to the light and I will see that light within you, within the divine masculine. But even if I'm going through the darkness and going through another realm, or I'm going through the density, and you cast over darkness over me, you know, I still have those dreams of light, of the good times, you know, the times that we spend together has more worth to me than the darkness that is casting over me, or what's holding me back. You know, I'm carrying those pearls, and every time when I'm diving deep into the waters, I'm transforming. And that's what the divine masculine shows and transforms the divine feminine in that. And how beautiful is that? That even if he throw darkness over her, or try to get her out of her energy, out of her light, out of her joy, out of her space, that she still have the memories to hold on to how beautiful it was. So it's she's the alchemist from darkness into light. So she will always, you know, put the light on the things that are not um, um, when times get tough. You know, when times are heavier or denser, because we know in this time of transformation, that's the time for the divine feminine. That's the time of the dark mother that says, okay, I threw everything in this cauldron and I stir it and I stir it and things will come up. And that's where your transformation is. So I see the divine feminine isn't afraid of that darkness, of going that deep. And she embraces it. That's what I hear. She embraces it. She embraces her darkness, um, and her shadow, and transform, and what she sees within herself, like, and what is being shown by the divine masculine. She said, okay, maybe I need to shift that and change that and see it in a different light. How the divine feminine sees the divine masculine as the divine masculine. You know, that they are connected with each other, and that the divine feminine and the divine masculine is, you know, she sees that the divine masculine is stepping in that light and stepping in that divine masculine energy, um, and coming as a rebirth from the heart into light. She sees that purity in him. She sees that indigo transformation, towards that light. And she sees how he flows and how he's jumping through the waters, and that he is doing his thing, and that is transforming. As she is transforming, he is transforming, and that they are going on that same path. And there's no fear connected towards it. There's no fear connected towards it. So they are really in this beautiful space. She sees the masculine, and or the masculine from uh, I hear changing the toxic ways, changing what is in the mind, you know, not to get more with that flow of the water, you know, not be hanging on to. I hear more opening up more. And it's also, it's the dolphin. It's and the light, the dolphin light baby, you know, that he is releasing in himself, that the light is coming more out of him, and that's connected with his heart space. So how this following up, that's what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine, that he is the divine masculine. um Even if he still has to go through some things in life, that, and wants to be the divine masculine for the divine feminine, I hear. Really beautiful. So what will support the divine masculine? What will support? Wow. The twin flame journey will support the divine masculine. Being on this journey, ether and matter, that brings the twin flames together, and it will support him for growth, you know, on all levels, I hear. I also hear, because they're so in sync with each other, um, divine feminine supports the divine masculine with in unconditional love, and the divine masculine will support the divine feminine in unconditional love. There is no ulterior motive here. It's coming from purity. And when they give each other and they are together, they are safe. They are okay. They and I hear from the divine masculine saying towards the divine feminine, when are you opening up? When are you opening up to me? And then I hear the divine feminine say, when I feel safe, when I feel that there is enough trans, trans, transformation within ourselves. We're still on the journey. We're still not there where we both need to be. So till that time, I'm working on opening myself up through going through those emotions, you know, still working through emotions. And that doesn't stop. You know, there are things on my mind that are now more important, and it holds that space for the twin flame journey. I'm still in the twin flame journey, but it also teach me where I'm going through now that has to do with our journey. How can I hold that space and hold myself and hold everybody else, and then also hold that space for my twin flame journey to be able to transform everything in my life? It's almost my energies are so spread out to hold space for everyone, but also for my twin flame journey. I'm still holding that dream in her heart space, still holding it, but it's it's a part of my twin flame journey. So yeah, and that will support the divine masculine also on his way. um, I also hear I want to connect more with you from the divine masculine, but there is not always space for it. um, and that's the same with the divine feminine. Yeah, of course they mirror each other. Of course they mirror each other. And then in that space between, there's the trust. There's that unconditional trust and guidance from the higher from higher source. If I see in the fifth dimensional realm, they are both being held. You know, it's like they are held in a bubble of light, and there is nothing that can penetrate that energy, because they transforming it. I get a vision now. It's almost like an one egg twin. You know, he's going through the same as she's going through the same, and then it's holded in that space of a light bubble, um, a light sphere that is it's almost with a separation in the middle, that there is space enough for the divine feminine to develop and space enough for the divine masculine to develop, but there is still communication through the umbilical cord. Wow, I don't know why they, this is really weird what they show me, but it's really amazing, a transformation what's happening, and the transformation is happening at the same time, at the same um, energy, and that is not penetratable by anyone else, because I hear divine masculine knows, divine feminine knows that this is a journey of transformation, um, what they both are going through, and it's all for the better. Wow. What will support the divine feminine? What will support the divine feminine? Earth and air. Earth and air will support the divine feminine. And that's exactly what I said, you know. What is going on in the realm, what is going on in the mind, and also grounding it, you know, supported by the angelic energies, you know, manifest the things that you're thinking of is really getting manifested very quickly. Things that are not being seen, you know, that is maybe a secret, or that is will be transformed. Um, yeah, and I see all um, the secrets that are being held by divine feminine or by divine masculine is being seen by the divine feminine. You know, she brings it into existence. She brings it into, she materializes it here on this earth, and she sees what is happening, and that there are new beginnings coming up, and things are starting to unfold. But she also knows that there is another side that want to cover it up, that want to separate the two, you know, that's going on in the realm. They want to separate those two. And as soon as she sees it and she works with it and transform that energy, you know, connection is being made. So she knows that there are interferences from the outside that is withholding those twin flame, you know, to come together. And sometimes it's they want to get you on a different path, you know, and they testing the divine feminine. Can you follow? And that's from the template. Can you follow that light? Can you follow this journey, even if you're in a different space, if even if you're in a darker space? Can you follow that light? Are you able to hold on to that light without interference? You know, without let the darkness get interfered in your life, to hold you back from that light path. You know, because you feel that the energies are pulling, you know, and it's the right time for it. You know, it's perfect right time for it. And is it, how, are you taking that wave, you know, and let yourself flow and see where you're heading? Do you have the trust? And she has the trust in the air, in the, also in her mind space, but also she can manifest that higher frequency into this earthly plane, and manifest the dreams that she wants to you know, to hold on to, what she feels in her heart space. She transforms everything, and she is, and it's going in a very, very quick pace, I hear. So what is the energy of the universe telling them both? What is the energy of the universe telling them both. Let's see where's my other cards. Oh, in my bag. What is the universe telling them both? You're both rainbow children. Follow that rainbow path. You're both follow that rainbow path. You're both guided by the moon, by the ancestors, walking that path through the light, opening your hands. You're both healers. You're both holding that space and healing each other. You know, divine feminine is healing the divine masculine. Divine masculine is healing the divine feminine. And that is because they walk that same path of light, you know, having that new earth energy within them that is taking them further and further, you know, along the journey. They follow that rainbow path. Um, yeah, that's really beautiful. I had last week, I also had the cards of the rainbow path. Um, it was a couple of days ago, I think. Was it last week? Yeah. I carry the cards with me. And let's see what those cards are telling me. Is the Michael deck, Michael Oracle deck I'm working with at the moment. Trying to make it my own. So what is what are they, what is their mission on that rainbow path? What is their mission on the rainbow path? Sharing beauty and sharing yourself and showing yourself. You know, show your feathers, show your beauty, show who you are. And the well, you know, the well of dreams. It's also the dream, the well that says, you know, both fell out. So I hear when you're thirsty, there's always a well near you where you can drink from. So, and share that beauty all over the world. And show yourself who you are. Show your feathers, show your talents, show what is need to be shown. Don't hold on to the things. If you have a feeling, I don't know where this is coming from, but it's an ancestor that comes in that says, okay, you know, show yourself who you are. Don't hold on to the things. If it doesn't work this time, it will work next time. Things are now in transformation and transitioning for change. So it could be if you have a stagnation somewhere, you know, and your bucket is full, you know, replenish yourself with the water. Don't throw the water overboard, but replenish yourself with the water. Also, the 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 purest water is coming deep from a well, and you have to work to get the water out. You know, you have to work to get the water out of the well, and share it with everybody. Don't keep all the water for yourself, but also share it around. And that's the same with this card, you know, that says the well of dreams I also hear, and that's the same. Yeah, the wishing well. It's all connected with the well of dreams and the heart space of the, yeah, the well of dreams of the feminine in the heart space. So that is what both creates where they're heading on this journey of the rainbow path. You know, the well of dreams. Get your replenish. Make sure you're not depleted. Show yourself. You know, rejuvenate. But it's also, you know, go to the well and speak to the water. Speak to the well. Because you're so connected with that energy. If some things don't go in flow and it's not there yet, leave it to rest, you know, and replenish yourself and take that time and space to rejuvenate yourself, because things are at work for the better, because it's all new beginnings. And when you know that there's a new beginning coming, um, before things are becoming new, most of the times there's a tower moment in front of it. So things need to shake up, you know, and wake you up, I hear, to start with a new project or start with a new, start anew. So don't worry about everything. Replenish yourself. You have to work for it to get the water out of the well, and you can spread it wherever you want. Um, oh, I also hear, don't get old emotions up. Don't drag old emotions up. You work with it, you transform it, and then get rid of it. Okay, so what is on the purity of the divine masculine? What is the block of the purity of the divine masculine? Is there a block? We don't know. On the divine masculine, partnership, the ring, and that's the purity. He only wants pure, a partnership out of purity, not about, you know, being created. And in that purity, there is the partnership coming out. Only wants the pure energy and the that comes from the heart space. That's what the divine masculine wants. He wants that ring. He wants that partnership for his divine feminine, with his divine feminine. But that means that, you know, both need to do the work to become that purity. And on the divine feminine is the is the masculine, you know. It's the divine masculine. It's the king, you know. Come in your king energy and your divine masculine energy. And is that, I haven't seen that one. Does he have scars? See if I have glasses here. Because I can't see it that right, but I think those are scars. Scars and tears. On his face. Yes, this king is scarred and has tears. So you can't become a king without your scars, you know, overcoming your scars, overcoming the hardship, overcoming the fights. You're not getting in your king energy um, without a fight. So it's probably his energy as a king. He developed himself through hardship, through battles that he had to fight. But now he's in his king energy and he is holding that very dearly. But the divine feminine sees that in him, that it's not just become a king because he got a crown on his head. No, he had to walk already a harsh journey before he became that king. And that's why the well says, you know, don't drag up old energies. You know, you had those scars, you had those fights and battles to overcome, to be in that divine masculine energy and in this king energy. And I see who you are, you know, and this is what I accept, you know. I accept you the way you are. And I hear she accepted you already, um, with the shadow and in the light. She already accepted you who you were before everything comes to light. Your past is your past. I'm not judging you on your past. I'm judging you or not judging you. I'm seeing you in the light that you are now in this moment of time. So there is no judgment. There is no um, what happened in your life, but what's from you. I If you transformed yourself in this king energy and you went through all of it and you know this transformation is done, there is then you released the karma that you have carried. You're not carrying your karma your whole life through. You only carry the karma from the past when you don't transform. So if you don't transform your emotions and you don't work with it, you know, you keep that karma going. But if you transformed it and you did your work, then you get crowned by the universe. You know, then you get your crown, then you become in your king energy because you overcame so much. So that's what I see in the divine masculine. And yeah, you know, um, you, I hear you are a project of your past, but you are not your past. You are who you want to you yourself to be. So if you transform the past and you deal with the past and you let go of the past, you will become the man that you always wanted to be. Wow, beautiful. So, what are the cards saying on the twin flames? Twin flames, abundance, money. The twin flame is also giving you the abundance and the joy and the things and the journey that you want to undertake. There is no nothing on this journey is in lack. You only will receive that abundance. And you already find out by connecting with the divine feminine, your energy starts to shift and starts to move, and creation and abundance is coming your way. Same for the divine feminine, you know, creating with your divine masculine is creating abundance, is creating new opportunities, new projects for yourself. So it's going both directions, a lot of abundance, because the universe says, you know, if you come together, we bring you together in because you carry the both frequencies of heart, of soul. And when we bring you together in union, you know, nothing will lack on your way unless you do the work. If you both do the work, you will create abundance in both ways. If you are in all by yourself, or if you are in union, it will only create more and more and more. So that's really beautiful, how I see it. It's not the most important thing, because you're not just um, creating abundance for yourself, but you're also creating abundance for everyone you meet on your path, because you're not holding on to it. You know, there is enough to share. So that's what the twin flame journey will bring to you both: projects, overflow, money, abundance. And abundance is not always money, it's an energy form, but it will come to you in multiple ways. And it's not that there's no scarcity there. That's what they say. There's no scarcity. There's only abundance and flow and creation. And that's beautiful, because it's next um, to the peacock, and they both create, you know, this connection with each other by connecting the dots. So when you let yourself seen, and you both coming out, you know, in the open with your energies, and it will flow, and it will create, and it will, you know, shake up the whole thing and the journey that is needed for as the rainbow children walking the new earth path. Then you create that abundance for yourself. Okay, I want to get some cards of my own out, and then I'm done with this reading. Let's see. We're having a new moon at the moment, so put your new moon intentions out tonight, or you probably did this morning. You are a bringer of light. You are a bringer of light, and it comes with this. Oh, it has no code on it, but you are the bringer of light. You are already perfect. Make yourself better by sharing it. Well, that's exactly what the card of abundance says, right? This card. So you're already perfect. That's this card. You know, you already need to be who you need to be. Make yourself better by sharing it. Don't hold it for yourself. Don't, and that's not what the divine masculine does. Divine masculine is really generous with his sharing and energy. You are a galactic royal. Take back your galactic throne. Egypt codes. Wow. So this king is connected to the galactic royalty. So maybe he's not aware of it, that he is a royal from the galactic energies, galactic throne. And they say, take back your throne because you're connected with the Egyptian lineage. You know, maybe you have to go to Egypt to collect your codes back, you know, to uh, create or reclaim your throne, you know, from the Egyptian energies. And it's all stored for you in the galactic royal throne that is still waiting for you. It's the galactic energies, and your galactic ancestors are saying, collect your throne back, you know, take your rightful throne back. You are already this king, and now it's time to be seen, come out in the open, you know, because it's your journey, it's your time. Oh, it's a bit too much, this one. Go beyond the light and the dark and be source. Be one with source. So go beyond the light and go beyond the dark, because they're both equal energies, you know, they're both, we have light, we have dark. But if you go beyond that, you become one with source. And when you're one with source, there is this nothingness. And from that nothingness, you can create everything. Okay. And you're destined to live through your heart. You're destined to live through your heart. Well, this, I'm resting my case. This is all what I started with, you know, coming from purity, coming from the heart space, connecting with the light. So you're destined to live through your heart, you know, and in the heart there's no fear. You know, it's the mind that creates the fear, that the heart gets touched again in such a way that it can be shattered. But go beyond. You're destined to live through that heart space. That's why they created you on this earth, to spread your light and to be that king and that queen that you are, you know, to live that flow of, that's why you're on this twin flame journey together. And that's the most beautiful thing that there is, you know, being in that balance, be holding that king energy, holding that queen energy wherever you are, and you know, walk that path of the heart. Okay, all the love, all the blessings, and I see you next time. Bye bye.